Hello everyone. We have to go forward with Bootcamp 2021. Basically, we are learning to develop APIs using latest state of the technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, IoT, and cloud, specifically serverless cloud. And we are going to today learn, because APIs is a library, how to basically share the library with others. What we are going to do is, the team we have selected to teach this is people who do not have a background in Node.js and not experts in Node.js. Anis is an AI and a Python expert. By the end of this bootcamp, he will be an expert in Node.js as well. So what we are going to do is, we are going to ask Anis to follow us, and we are going to instruct him to share his screen. We are going to instruct him so that every one of you also start doing it while we are taking the class. Don't just watch the class. Code while during the class, like Anis is going to do. Anis, could you please share your screen so that we can get started? What we are going to do is,
yes, sir. I'm going to share my screen, and I'll start from the recap what we have already done in our past session. So let me share my screen first. I'm sharing my screen. It's I'm changing my folder. I guess these are the things we have done last week. Okay, or let me check one more thing. This is. Sir, this is the letter. This is our main code screen that we have done last week. So, sir, before proceed to the next level, could you please brief about little bit about this screen and
yes. Basically, for the last two classes, we were basically covering TypeScript. We basically covered chapter 1 of the TypeScript book. We discussed the advantages of using TypeScript over JavaScript. And we found that Anis loved the TypeScript very much, loved the TypeScript programming language very much, because it helps you, provides you IntelliSense, as well as compiler, basically, which is called transpiler. Basically, it shows you the errors before running the code. The problem with JavaScript was that all the errors were being shown on while the code executes, which is a big problem for developers. We want our code to want to find bugs before the code runs. And typing, for example, we basically made a to-do app in which we had a task collection and tasks which were being included in the task collection. Therefore, this was the main thing. We have to now move forward. Anis, why don't you go in the repositories code section?
Yes, sir. But one thing I want to add from my side, if I'm compare this TypeScript with the Python. Python is exceptionally very easy language. Its data handling is very good. So it looks a very ideal language for data scientists. Not a very expertise in a traditional programming, and they want something which is have a less structuring thing, and that would be easy to follow. But when I'm comparing TypeScript, it's more organized and more elegant in form of coding. So moving around the code and managing the code, as well as developing code, extending things and scale or enhance a lot of things in your existing code so the things are very easier for me in TypeScript as compared with the Python. I'm not saying anything bad against the Python, but if I'll compare Python with this thing, so I see that it is more elegant than Python. Unfortunately, currently it doesn't have the rich library as Python has for machine learning, AI, and data scientists. So, sir, my question is same, not only from the Python perspective, but you have already mentioned in your bootcamp syllabus that we have to learn Rust and some other languages too. So, what would be scenario? Would be the TypeScript a same vein or language, and we are going to call many things over the web using the API from the TypeScript's man app, or TypeScript would be as a side app, and we will be using something else as a man app. I hope you understanding my
yes, yeah, I understand your question. The thing is, we are going to use TypeScript especially for cloud development. And when we need Python for artificial intelligence and data science libraries, we are going to use that easily, because the beauty of APIs are that you can make calls from one environment to another environment. So therefore, that is not a problem. So once we move forward, so therefore,
yeah, please continue.
I think, for example, even for AI people, data science people, you have, if you are building applications, if you are a pure backend guy, then it is not required. But even in backend guys have to build cloud applications, cloud APIs. So therefore, you can also build it in Python. But we are going to use TypeScript because we can then standardize across the enterprise. Otherwise, what happens is the infrastructure as code is, if you are doing it in Python, then the other guys won't understand it in the department. So therefore, we standardize on TypeScript, and we are going to cover this in the next classes. But today, we are going to slowly build your skills in different areas. And we have already given you one project, which is documented right now on the website. And we are going to start doing, after today, I will assign you a project number 2 also. In the projects, you are required to basically complete the project and submit a pull request on a particular repository. All the details are on the website. Now let's move to first to the browser, Anis, and
yes,
open.
Sir, I'm removing I'm stopping the share, sharing my screen, and I'll share my screen once again with the page you have already mentioned that. So actually, this is the screen I guess you shared me today. Yes. There is the two things. The one is the public local packages scooped and public local package.
We are going to cover all this, and by the end of this class, I'm going to give you a project to do also, and I'm going to document that on the website later on. The first thing is,
before you start, I just want to remind everyone that we have, if you could watch this video on the Facebook and YouTube, we have already created a to-do app in TypeScript, and I allow everyone to pull the PanaCloud repository and change certain codes and upload again, and request create a merge request. And if you find that the code is good enough to be added, so we would add that code with the contributor name in our Pana Cloud Bootcamp repository. So everything is mentioned in the last class. You can watch that video and try.
Anish, what I have done is created another repository for submitting the projects. Otherwise,
Okay.
it will create problems in this repository. So therefore, I've created everything is details are on the website. Now let's
Fine.
let's start working on it. Now, Anish, what we need to do is first understand the theory.
Okay.
The theory is, if there are two developers, you and me,
Yes.
and we want to share libraries. Usually what used to happen is that in your USB or a floppy disk, you create your library and give it to me.
Okay.
That's the easy way. But that works okay if there's, even with that, the problem is I have to continuously tell you, please, I'm giving you a new copy. Now I'm released. There was a small bug. I made changes. I've updated it. Please give another take copy. And it becomes a hassle, even with two people.
Yeah.
Now, what we want to do is, both of us become disconnected in the sense that I'm using your library, but at the same time, you don't have to tell me continuously. We are going to use tools to do that. How to share libraries. This thing is built inside in Node.js, which is NPM, Node Package Manager. And in the future, you will be surprised and very happy to hear that even Python libraries will be built into it. And now you are going to ask me, how is that possible? You were just saying, how is that possible that Python will start supporting NPM? It's not that way. What is going to happen is, Python is going to start supporting WebAssembly.
Okay, makes sense.
And then in Node.js, WebAssembly is already a first-class citizen. So therefore, as you know, WebAssembly is not a programming language. It's a compiled target.
Okay.
So therefore, what will happen is that you can build a library in Python and then publish it on NPM and any language, specifically JavaScript and WebAssembly, you can call that. But this is the future, because right now WebAssembly is in initial stages. The garbage collector is not there, so therefore the Python support is there, but it is not fantastic. So therefore, I don't recommend right now using Python with WebAssembly. But later on, another problem with Python is, Python by itself is very slow language.
Yes.
But when Python is going to run on on WebAssembly, it's going to become fast because it is going to become a compiled language.
Okay, that's great. So, sir, currently some web browser supporting some sort of WebAssembly. If somebody like me want to throw something,
all the major browsers have started supporting WebAssembly, but the problem is that it is basically very initial stages. It will mature in a year or two.
Okay.
Faisal, you have raised your hand. Yes, go ahead. What's your question?
You are saying that Python will be is supported by WebAssembly. So is it going to be pure Python packages, or because most of the Python packages we use in data sciences like NumPy or Numba, which to accelerate the process, are basically written in C. Python just calls them is kind of a wrapper. So is it going to be supported with WebAssembly as well?
The good thing, Faisal, is that WebAssembly also supports C and C++. You have to do some tweaking to make it run on WebAssembly, but usually it's not going to be a problem.
Faisal, there are certain challenges in the thing you are talking about, especially, for example, NumPy and many other things, because they are compiled and added with the Python as a Python package. But currently, if you already aware about that they are not a native Python things. they are actually C bundles that are ported with the Python. And the good thing is that when we were talking about the WebAssembly, it means there are certain things we need to run using the NumPy, and certain things we need to run the WebAssembly. When we are talking about the WebAssembly, it means most of the things related to the web cycle.
Anish, the thing is, NumPy is already being supported by WebAssembly. Don't want to go into that detail right now.
Okay,
But
fine.
it's already, somebody has ported it already. But I
Okay.
don't want to go into that point right now because it will take us to another path.
Yeah,
Uh,
but sir, I'm also very confident that as the Python going to be available on the WebAssembly in a full flag manner, so everything would be there, including NumPy, or maybe a special version of the NumPy, especially ported or created for WebAssembly.
yeah. The good thing is, in a year's time, maybe we already have it to some extent, that Python, Rust, TypeScript, all three of them will be compiling to WebAssembly. But it's a year or two down the road. Let's get to know things, how we are going to share libraries. Therefore, we want to share a library. The first thing, Anish, is required is you go to npmjs.com and create an account. Please click to it.
Okay,
Click it.
I'm going there. I didn't create my account earlier because I want to record
Yes.
certain things. So after this, okay.
Create account. At the end of the page.
So this is my
You have already
email.
created the account.
Okay, sorry. No, I didn't create.
That's what I'm saying.
So for a minute, I'm.
Yes.
So I have stopped my screen, I guess.
Okay.
So you cannot see the what password I'm using.
Okay. Makes sense.
So now I am here. So my email is not verified yet. Do I need to verify it, or is enough?
Yes, you can go ahead and verify it. We are in no hurry. The learning process is slow. What I've learned over the years by teaching is that just relax, take your time. Students take time to understand things.
Yeah, this is fine. But the problem with the student that the student do not practice certain things and do not try to work for certain
The
things.
thing is, in our profession, it's a pure merit-based profession. People who do not work don't earn money. That's the bottom line. And
Yeah,
they cannot also contribute to any meaningful way. Now go to your email and please verify it.
Yeah, everything is verified, and I'm sharing my screen once again.
Okay. Now the second thing is, now you can publish your library on the internet and millions of people will use it. Look at this, 30 million downloads last week. It's not a joke. This is the world's biggest repository or biggest library. Last month, 130 million downloads. It's a huge thing. Don't ever underestimate NPM. Node has become the biggest ecosystem in the world for developers.
So, sir, it looks that in near future, Node and NPM and its related ecosystem will replace all web-related frameworks and languages like PHP, .NET Framework, and I think in a very near future. Is that right?
The thing is, with WebAssembly, everything is irrelevant because it is a new operating system.
Okay. So if you even ignore WebAssembly for certain time. So do you think that Node is going to replace old or legacy things
Anish,
like?
all the startups are already on Node.
Okay.
All the startups. That's why most of the projects I get for freelancing is on the Node. That's what I'm trying to tell all the guys. Initially, they were resistance in Pakistan, but right now everybody understands.
Yeah. So I'm totally against saying bad thing, but I want to suggest you everyone that please start working on the Node. Even you are already a PHP developer or a .NET MVC framework developers, but try to start learning on the Node, because Node going to be it looks that Node going to be change many things or kick out many things very soon. So it always happen. I could remember that in early timings, everybody was going to use Visual Basic, Visual Basic 6 and this type of things, but things are changed and now people start using Java and everything. So things are changing very fast. So we should adopt change very early, as early as possible.
Okay. Now, Anish, let's go back to the our repository.
Okay.
Now let's create a publicly available library. What we are going to do is open this tutorial. For step 1, now create a Anish package. Or first thing, make a directory Anish package or whatever you want to name it.
Okay, on my local computer.
Yes.
Okay.
We can't see your command line.
Wait a minute.
Anish, it will be better if you can share your desktop so that we can see everything.
Okay, let me close certain thing first before sharing the desktop.
But I know married people are very careful about their privacy.
Of course, sir.
Your
yeah.
wife might be watching it. I am unmarried, therefore I don't worry about anything.
Okay, so I hope you can see my desktop as well.
Thank you.
Let me check where is my bootcamp folder is. I have created a bootcamp folder. Archive, TypeScript to do. This is TypeScripts. Actually, I created a special bootcamp folder, but currently I am unable to locate it. Anyway, so you want me to create a new folder here?
Yes.
Or do I need to create new folder using command prompt?
Doesn't matter. You can do it by make directory or you can use the user interface.
Okay. With my name.
Yes, you can do it any name possible.
Okay. Is npm node. Okay. Sir, is this correct now?
Yes. Now the first thing is you have to basically go back to the tutorial. Go down.
I'm there.
Up to step number 5. You have to basically npm create an initial project.
Okay.
So that you can start coding. So therefore, what you have to do is npm init, and in your scope, you use your user ID. Another way to is you can create your own organization on the npm website. But right now we are going to create a scope package by using your name. So just say.
Sir, I couldn't hear your last sentence.
I'm just saying, just say npm init minus minus scope is equal to your user ID.
Okay.
Now just do enter.
I guess is this created?
Very
The
good.
new package one has been created. I guess.
No, very good. Now let's open it in Visual Studio Code.
Mm,
Not open, just say open directory. Or open folder.
this folder Anis node lib. Okay.
Yes. Now,
Okay. I guess. Yeah.
yes. Now look, take a look at the package.json.
Okay.
Now
It
this
says
is your
my-
library at the sign at the rate of Anis Ahmed / Anis node lib.
Okay,
This is
fine.
your pack. This is your library which will be published.
Okay. And in this library, the main thing or the entry point would be same, the index.js.
Yes, let's see. Now let's create a file index.ts because we are doing a development using
Do I need to create some src, this type of thing?
nothing.
Okay, index.ts.
Now what we are going to do is write a function. You can write any library you want, but just to test the concepts. What we are going to do is write a function. Let's say export. We'll say export. And
Export
what we are going to do is,
function
let's
one.
say function, hello, round brackets, curly bracket open, console.log, hello Anis, or whatever you want to write.
Okay, hello. Okay, I guess I'm
Now-
making some mistake here.
Yes, the problem is that you have not added Node.js types. Go back to the command prompt, which you are already on,
Yeah.
and say npm
Node.
npm node at the rate of npm at the rate of types / node. Actually, this is not required, but I'm just showing it to people that all the types.
Am I doing some mistake?
No, / node. npm types / node.
Type.
Sorry, npm I / you have to include I before
Dash
space.
I.
No, just I. Or say install. Enter. Remove the I. Yeah. What it does is adds all the Node.js types
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
it's done now.
Yes, it's done. I think there is a 404 error not found. I
Found
think
zero vulnerability.
NPM.
Yeah, actually, I have previously I was using type, then I was getting this type of error. But when I add types
Okay,
slash
this
load,
is
so I get this thing which mix that everything is.
yeah. Now it's done. Now it is done. Now instead of, I think what you are doing is use the IntelliSense help console doc. What see? Let's first the IDE will help you. It's not right. There's some other method name. I don't want to tell you.
Console debug
Now,
info log. I guess log.
yes. Understand the beauty of the thing. And put a semicolon after the first line, after the line of code, because that's just me. It doesn't enforce semicolon, but I like putting semicolons. Not here,
Yeah.
after the log.
Okay, sorry. Okay, export is not accepting exports. I guess that
Sir, there should be a keyword function.
Think about it.
thank you. Yeah, sir. Now I got a no error. I picked that hint and add the
Okay.
function.
Now let's compile it. Transpile it. Not compile it, transpile it. PSC. Just enter. No, it's compiled.
Okay. So now compile and new index.js has been created.
You just see, it has done all the dirty work for you.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, what we are going to do is, now we want to publish this NPM package. You can create any libraries you can publish. Now, how to do that? Let's go back to the tutorial.
Sir, I'm here. I guess we need to work on step number 6.
Now, what we want to do is basically, you go back to the go down. Let's go back to the original repository, our Penacloud repository. Sorry, our what do you call our Bootcamp 2021 code repository.
Wait a minute.
Your library is built. Now what we have to do is just publish it. And how to do that?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I'm here on our bootcamp.
Now you have to tell the user that who you are.
Okay.
Let's say npm add user. On the command line. On the terminal.
Actually, this window causing problem. Yeah.
Your password was incorrect. I think you forgot the password.
Okay. Let me recover it. Stopping my screen. So while you can resume talking to other students, I'm going
Okay,
to.
no problem. Any questions, buddies? Students, any questions? Everybody has to understand that coding under pressure is quite tough. Anish is doing a marvelous job. You know, under pressure, you forget things.
So I guess
Now
done,
you
sir.
are logged into Anish.
And
Now
I-
we are going to publish it.
with the same command, This
NPM
one?
publish. Yes,
and everyone could access this.
yes.
Okay. I guess
Now-
everything is fine there.
Your package has been published. Now
Okay,
create
and then-
another directory where we are going to use this library.
Okay. Do I need to open that folder once again?
Nothing. We are first of all create an NPM package, which is how to do that. NPM init. No, not with the sign, just init. Not with the two. Yes. Now let's open it. Open it in Visual Studio Code. Now the thing is, let's create a index.ts file. Now we want to import the library, but in order to import the library, the package has to be there. Can't do it right now. Let's install it. npm i.
Do I need to use this command?
Yes, go ahead. Do that.
Copy paste.
Then instead of add Panacloud greeting project, give your name. Anish Node-lib.
Yeah. Do I need to specify any version, or this would be enough?
You can do it, but at this stage, we have only one version. Wow. Anish, you are becoming a Node.js programmer.
Yeah, and a package developer for the public.
Yes. Now let's go back to Visual Studio Code. Now, first of all, let's check package.json. Can you see? This is the dependency.
Yeah, I have a dependency here. Anis
And
not
where
there.
is the library? Look at under nodes, node underscore modules.
Yeah,
All your packages there.
this is really great.
It's very easy and very neat. Now let's import it. Just say an import curly brackets, open close. In that we will put some name from not here from after that.
Yeah. Do I need to specify library or function name here?
We'll do it. Yes.
Let me copy paste. Okay. Okay.
You can give any name here, but you can use the same name also. No, just give it a hello. I think the name was hello or something.
Yeah. Hello from.
From now you have to give the full name. Quotation mark @ Anis Ahmed. It will help you. Yeah. Yes. That's it. And put a semicolon there. End of the line, put a semicolon. Just my thing.
Yeah.
Now,
Sir, semicolon is necessary in the TypeScript, I guess.
no, it's not necessary. This is just my kink. I do it because I'm coming from Java and C# and type JavaScript. Therefore, it's becoming a habit. It has become a habit.
Yeah, and because in Python, semicolon is rarely used, so I'm not habitual for placing a. Anyway, so
Now,
okay.
just say hello. Call the hello function. Put the
I hope it
semicolon.
should. I hope
That's
it
it.
should work now.
Now let's compile it and run it. Transpile it and run it.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
and node. Okay, studying.
Therefore, Anish, you are a genius.
Yeah. Thank
You
you,
have
sir.
just
Thank you so much.
created a NPM
Even-
package and published it on the internet for everyone to use. All our friends on this class who are attending this class or who will see the recording will be able to now use your package by just importing it like this.
Can anyone from you import that package and test this thing, like as I have done?
Yes, of
If
course.
somebody, so we can share his screen. Anyone
Yes.
interested?
I don't know if anybody has the confidence to come on screen and do coding.
Faisal, Bilal, anyone?
Sir, I will
Sir,
try.
I just downloaded your package.
Okay. So do you want to share your screen?
Sure, with your guidance. Of course, why not?
Okay, I'm stopping my screen so you can share yourself. Okay. And you might need to share your desktop. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Yeah,
now
yeah,
everyone, we are now on the screen. This is Sayyid Ashar stating us how they are able to use the library I have created and uploaded and pushed to the node repository.
Yeah, I
So,
have already downloaded your library.
Yeah,
and
I
we
couldn't
have
hear you well. Can you speak please again? Your voice is little bit low. So please increase your mic. Yeah.
So can you hear me correctly now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Great. So npm I Anis Ahmed / Anis not a library. I've downloaded your library already. Made the new file for index.ts. Now
Please show us your package.json file. Please show us your package.json file so that everybody knows that you have done it.
Package.json.
There we go.
Yes, it's there.
You can make its name Hello Anis.
Yes.
Function name. Yeah. Hello Anis.
I don't know why is it.
Yeah, say fine.
You don't have to do it. Your intelligence will help you. From now, start a quotation mark.
Yeah. From @ yeah. Great work, Ashar.
Thank you.
Let's say
This
you
is-
have not used it. Now we are
Yeah,
just going to call the function.
Just write the function. Yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
Okay. Actually, you have to write, I guess, because this is not clear in clearly stated in the package.ts. So you have to compile with the name. Yeah, it's already compiled.
Anish,
Yeah.
now package is being used all over the world.
Yeah, that's really. And I guess it would be recorded on the node repository that someone's created the package, and after a few minutes, somebody else is using that package.
Now you have to understand what is going to happen. They are going to now use your code and store it in Antarctica for posterity. 1,000 years from now, somebody is going to come and look at your code.
That's really great. So now I'm not worried about how to deliver my code to my colleagues and my fellows. I just need to create my codes and upload to the node repository, and they will start using that.
Yes.
I'll be stopping my screen share then.
Yeah,
Now,
sure.
let's move forward. What we are going to do is now, we have created a simple library, but there's a different type of library, which is a command line interface. This command line interface basically is a global package. And how do you install your global package? Basically, you install your global package by saying npm I. With I, you put a -g in front of it. So therefore, let's, Anish, go back and start sharing your screen. And then
Okay.
open the GitHub repository of the bootcamp in the code directory.
Okay, fine.
Now let's open the second step 2 tutorial.
It's talking. You are talking about the npm publish.
No, yes, npm publish. Go to
this
this.
is step 2.
Go below readme file. No,
Okay.
you don't have to go to the project. We are going to just go to the readme file. The second link to tutorial, creating CLI executable global npm module.
Okay, fine.
No, it's not this one. We want to open the link.
So now I'm not going to this link. I'm going to this link this time. So this
Now,
is
this
a
is the-
special thing. This is a CLI executable global NPM model.
Yes. Now we want to create for example, I want to say PanaCloud, create library, create directory. Just as you are doing, you are using command line. When you said make directory, mkdir, it was executing a program. We want to create an executable program in Node.js.
Okay.
Now, go down a little bit. And basically, everybody has it. Let's open a directory, create a new directory, name it
Okay,
anything.
Okay, fine. So it means that
Anish?
everyone in this class can follow these steps with me also.
Yes.
Okay.
Now let's,
So what I'm doing, I'm just sharing this link on a chat,
yes.
so everyone can get this link. The next step is to click this link, and you would be here. And
Now let's go back to the command line and create a new package called Anish CLI.
do I need to create a new folder? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can everyone see it properly?
Yes,
sir.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's great. Okay. So what next?
Now we are going to do is basically we are going to create a library. Let's say you create a library, create a directory. First of all, let's make it an npm package. How do you do that? Anish, remember?
The same way that we have done a little bit before.
Yes, npm init.
Yeah. And this time I'll use the same thing. So creating a npm application or package is very same.
Yes. Now let's add the node types, which is npm I @nodes slash, sorry, @types / node.
No, it's not displaying npm.
Space I space @types. Yes. Now let's open this in a Visual Studio Code.
This is a recent one, no? Anish CLI. Wait a minute. I'm on the wrong side. Okay. I can trust. Letter. This is my package JSON, and there is a dependency already available.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So what?
Perfect. Let's create a new directory called lib. Not in node models. You are right now creating in node models.
Yeah.
Out of it on the root. Let's create a file.
Under the lib.
Yes. Let's call it greet. What it does is, instead of just printing it, basically it returns a string.
Okay. So
And instead of just return a string, colon, string. After, no.
I did not this anything, but
You are basically, there's some, I guess.
this is the side effects of.
No. The thing is, you have to, before the curly braces, you have to say colon string.
Okay. Sorry.
In the declaration of the function.
Is this a bit correct?
After the round brackets.
Okay. Sorry.
No need to be sorry. You are not a TypeScript developer. But you will be soon.
Okay.
Now, just return whatever you want to return a string.
Okay.
Perfect.
Now everything.
Now we have a library. Now what we want, let's want to basically use this library
Okay.
and use it. Now create another directory called bin.
Sir, there is a question that why we need this library, because instead of the previous approach.
The thing is, there is a difference. Right now that we are creating a command line. We could have used that also. But
Okay.
I'm trying to not to connect these two steps together. Otherwise, people get confused.
Okay.
So therefore, we are going to create another directory at the root, which is called bin.
Create it.
Now, what we want to do is create another index.ts in it.
Okay.
Now let's import the library. I think you named the file wrong. The better thing is always have the same name as the function name. In the lib directory, you said great. I think you have to change it to greeting. It's
Will it
not
work now?
compulsory. Oh, it's the same thing. Both will work.
Okay. Or just, I guess, is it
Quotation
fine?
mark, quotation from. You have written right from, yes. Because you have not compiled it now yet.
Yeah. Sorry. Again. Great. TSC. Okay, sir, this is done from here.
It's not scoped. You just gave it a name.
Okay. That would be enough, I guess.
Yes. Now, call the method and store the variable in a variable.
I need to create another variable, for example,
Let s is equal to,
equals to. Do I need to mention something just like a string?
yes,
It would be
you have to say let s is equal to colon string. You didn't put let or var. Yes, perfect.
Sir, let and var is the same thing.
Yes, there's a difference, but let's not go into it because let can be assigned only once. But right now, just forget it. Okay. Now, what we want to do is, let's first run this thing so that we know from the command line. And also print this thing in log so that we know everything is fine. So print S.
Just S would be enough.
Yes, enough. Right now, let's make it simple.
Okay. So it's working now, sir.
Now it's working. But the problem is, we want to create a library which basically takes commands from the user interface. So let's see how can we do that.
Yeah, sir, if I could remember, you told me there is a certain package available.
Yes, which is called process.
Process.
Just log console.log, another thing, process.argv.
So do I need to, first of all, I need to install that? Huh?
No, don't do that because NPM is already installed. Node.js is already installed. In the file index.ts, just print another log file, console.log, and say process dot argv. That's it. Recompile it. No, that's it. Just a second. Because you did not give it a command line variables, let's give two command line variables. Just say node, just say A space B. Can you see?
Yeah.
In this Node.js argv, we have now 4, and it has argv has an array which has 4 variables. The first one is from where it is being executed. The second one is the index.file name which is being executed, and then the two command lines, A and B,
Yeah, two command line arguments.
two command line arguments. If we want to basically clean this up and say S:\splice
Here in the console log.
and before printing it, we just want to print A and B. We don't want to print anything else.
Okay.
Before you printing it process.rb, yes. Why don't you store it in array rb?
Okay. So what I would do, I actually the arguments are already available in the argv array. I need to get the last two things into a variable. That's it.
That's it. So let's first say, let's create an array and store the argv in it.
Okay.
Now let's directly splice it. Just say process.rb.splice. We are just using a splice. And just splice it to second index. You have to pass variable. No, not square. It's a function. Round brackets, and pass a two into it.
0, 1, 2. Okay, the third one.
Yes. And then print it arg array. You did not give a type. Put it as string type, string array type.
Okay. Sir, is this array or is a single variable, scalar variable?
It's an array. String, square brackets after string. Now, yeah, perfect. Now print it.
Okay, so I'm stopping it to be print. Okay.
Yeah. Let's compile it and run it.
Okay, it's showing A and B.
Perfect. Now you have the arguments. Now the question is how to publish it and how to tell Node.js to execute this code. The thing is, any file which is in bin will be executed, but this is not the default. Now go to the package.json file. In your package.json, create a variable bin. Now what you have to do is, just
Am
a
I
second.
doing right?
Just a second. After bin, put a curly brackets.
This bin. The key one or the
Yes.
value one?
No. Just after bin colon, start and open and close curly brackets.
Okay.
Now remove this bin. Now what we want to say, tell Node.js that whenever you say Anis, whenever I call Anis, you are going to execute this index file.
Okay, because the curly brackets are empty.
Right now, what we are going to do is write a string called Anis in Anis. In this curly
Copy.
brackets, in the bin. Inside this curly brackets, write Anis. Then put a colon. And then then I put another string. Now say, give the path, say dot slash
Is
perfect.
this correct?
Correct. My friend, you are rising up in this.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Rising up in this world. Now what we are doing, Anis, what we are doing is basically, we have told Node.js that wherever it will create a command in Windows, in Linux or Mac, whenever Node.js installed. Whenever you install this, it will basically create this.
Okay. So whenever I write and
Anis, right now, if you are going to write Anis, nothing is going to happen.
yeah, of course.
Nothing is going to happen. What we need to do is go back to the repository. Go back to the repository, the GitHub repository of Bootcamp 2021 under code directory.
Yeah, I'm here. Is it right? Screen has not shared, I guess.
We are not. You have not shared it. You are sharing Visual Studio Code.
Okay, wait a minute. I hope this is fine enough. You can see that my screen.
No, I'm not seeing your screen. Sorry, just a second. I'm seeing it somewhere else actually.
Okay.
Just share your screen again.
Yeah.
Yes. Go to the second step down in the README file. Now, what we have to do is basically publish it, just as we published it in the last time.
Okay.
Therefore, what we are going to do is yes,
Go.
go ahead.
Okay. It hasn't published. This time it didn't ask any password.
Because you have already entered it.
Okay.
Now, create another. Now we are going to install it. How do we install it? npm i. What is the name of your package?
Anis CLI, I guess.
Let's go back to your Visual Studio Code and see what is the name of the package.
Sir, my package name is
Anis CLI.
Anis CLI.
Therefore,
So
we have to install it and just say you are not created a scope package. You have created an unscoped package.
okay. So the difference is
No,
between
you
the
don't have
scope
to say
package.
Anis Ahmed. Just say Anis CLI.
Do I need to install first?
That's what we are going to do is, because it is going to be installed globally. Not in your directory. We can be anywhere and we can install this. Just say Anish CLI, Anish CLI, remove this add sign on Anish Ahmed. npm I, Anish CLI space -G, which we are saying, please install it in a global directory, not in the local directory. Now it has been installed. Now let's see. Let's try if it's working. Right, Anish?
Sir, why didn't we put at Anis Ahmed / Anis CLI?
Because right now, the thing is, in his case, he did not create a scope package. If he had created a scope package with at the rate of Anish Ahmed, it would have been. Now, what you have to do is, Anish,
Yeah.
go and see what is the name of the command. Go to the bin, what do you call, package.json file. Now go to the bin command. It's saying, my name is Anish. You just have to type Anish. No CD, Anish, just
Anis, name 1, name 2. Use strict command not found.
I think we made some mistake. It is
In this,
it is using it. I think we did not compile it before publishing
Yeah.
it. I suspect.
yeah, might be. So let me compile index t index. We need to compile index ts, okay? And the greet, I guess.
Yes. I think if I remember correctly, we compiled it. I don't know what the problem is.
I guess my doubt is on this one because we made some changes. Okay, so
It doesn't have difficulty in finding your when you say Anish, you know it is not saying not found. It is
okay.
it is getting it is giving you an error. Let's go to your Visual Studio Code directory.
Sir, this is already an issue has been raised that we have already published. So what should we know now do?
What we do is we'll publish another version, new version.
Okay, so we have to add version.
No, the thing is, go back. Let's first check what the problem is.
Do I need to test it?
No, let's what has happened is go to the index.ts. There's some problem in index.ts.
This is it, sir.
Now, what might be the problem is, let's compile it.
It's compiling successfully.
Compiling successfully. Okay, run it.
Saying something odd. Hello, Anis first. Is saying yeah, it's fine.
It is working fine. It is working
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Now, our
Because
package
let me 1 2. So, sir, it's working fine.
now maybe there doesn't seem to be a problem with this thing. Now go to your package.json file. Maybe there is a problem there.
in dash bin dot index dot js.
The problem is in your main thing, main variable. What you should have do is say lib your path to the main. Main is your library is grade.js. You should give a path to grade.js in your main variable. Before this win variable, you have a index.js. No, not here. Anis, in the main variable, which is before bin.
Yeah, here.
Yes. You are saying that you have another file called index.js, which is not true. You have a file in lib, and that file is grade.js.
Okay, do I need to change this?
Yes, go. Not in this variable, in the main variable. After description, yes. Here change it.
In line number 5.
Okay.
Just say dot slash lib slash grade.js.
Okay. Now it should work.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's
Okay.
see. And what we do is basically, now we have to go back to package.json. And in the top line, say 1.0.1.
Okay. Now I suppose.
Now publish it again.
Sir, done हो गया.
What we are done. Now reinstall it. npm I. Yes. It's installed. Now say Anis. Yes. No, I don't understand.
There's an unexpected token, I guess. I add two dots rather
The
than.
thing is, the good thing is it's finding where Anis is which has
Yeah.
been in index.js. The problem is that it is basically having, let's open the file global. Let's find out where, I don't know on Linux, but usually the package in the directory in the users, it won't be here. It is not installed locally.
Okay.
It is installed in a global location. I use Macs, so therefore I don't know where, but it is usually in the, let's see,
mm,
go to the
It's the NPM or NVM?
npm.
Where's NPM?
There are so many packages.
Sir, yeah, but I'm using a grep, and so it's not showing that. It means it just doesn't install here.
Now the thing is, what we have to find out, where in Linux this thing
Why-
is. Go to user. Oh, what you know, we made a mistake. It's our issue. We have to create another thing. I forgot
You
about
missed something.
one thing, which is go to the tutorial. Let's go to the tutorial. We did not tell the compiler that look at the code of index.js. Anish,
Yes.
go to the tutorial which we were covering.
Sir, this is the tutorial.
Now go down,
Can you see that? Okay.
go down, go down, go down, go down. I think you are. Please just hold, go back, hold. Yes. Look at the first line.
This one.
Yes. We did not tell it to run node. Copy
Okay.
this and put it in
And,
index.ts on top of before import on the first line. Now publish a second version, 1.0.2.
Do I need to, I guess, compile it first?
Yes, go ahead. No, in the package manager, in the package.json, you have to say 1.
Yes, sir.
Did you compile it?
I have already compiled it, as you can see here.
Then run it also just in case.
Okay. This is running fine. This is okay.
Now let's publish it.
Unexpected token. It looks that
No, you did not install it again. Did you install it again?
Using this command, I guess.
Published.
Yes, Ahmed,
Okay,
what are you
okay.
saying?
Yes,
Sir,
is
I
right.
was saying
They
that-
did not publish the correct package. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Ahmed. You
Oh!
identify a very minor thing that we did not publish after correcting our code.
Uh-huh. Now it is running.
Yeah.
Anish, now you
Yeah,
are a
thank you, sir.
command line guru as well. And you are publishing global packages.
Yeah. 2 badges in a day. So just want to know that if someone is also working like me, or because I see that nobody I guess no message, no voice, anything else, any feedback, anyone?
I have been trying, but there is a problem that I'm going through.
Same like me or same different one?
Something else.
For example, do you
Actually,
need to share your screen?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So, sir, let's see what
Well,
sort
you
of.
are, now you are a guru, you will debug it. I am just
No.
resting.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever I try to publish it, it gives me this error. And it says that the package name is too similar to existing packages. Although I have
This is I guess that the package name should be unique. So maybe you are you need to change the package
Somebody
name
has
in
also
Mac.
already published it. Name it, change it to something Ash CLI, Ash
Yeah,
Ash1 CLI or something like that.
yeah. Actually, if sir, actually, as I use Anis, so Anis is very much unique. Nobody making package like that. So that's why I because the public packages should be very much unique. So try to Sayyad Ashar CLI. It would be for sure unique.
Yes, now it's working.
Okay, right, yeah.
So go to the next step. Yeah, NPMI that your package name ASHCL. I don't yeah. Is space dash G. I don't think so that there is a need of at the rate. Ashar, you don't need to use at the rate.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
write
not-
the name. ASHCL. Yeah, this is fine. Try. Okay.
This is the access problem.
Yeah, maybe you need some pseudo rights actually. No, actually, I guess, Ashar, this is because you do not have a rights on a local machine.
Yes, the problem seems to be that you do, when you say npm install -g, you should say sudo. Sudo. Which
Then
machine?
this,
Is it a
already
Windows
given.
machine or a Mac machine or a Linux?
It's a Linux
Linux.
machine as actually written in the previous line actually. No?
Oh, thank God it worked. Yeah, when I used sudo, it worked.
Okay. Now try it. So it would be also recorded in this video for next few years. No, it's not showing. Do I need to write? No, it's not available now. Can you
I
use
think-
sudo ASHCL?
Come on, no nonsense.
No.
Let's see. When how did you install it? Let's show me the command when you installed it.
Okay. This was the one. Sudo npm I ASHCL -g.
Enter it. It is installed. Now run it. No, say command not found. I think it has something to do with your configuration issue. Are you an admin on this machine?
I'm the only user on this machine.
Yeah, I guess you are right, but I guess the node is not in your path, or the packages the node package is not included in your path. The last one because it does not able to find the location of the ASCH.
Okay, I'll look into it further. Let's not.
Okay.
waste-
Okay, you try it after the class.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
But anyway, Ashar, that's really great that you at least did some efforts.
No,
You
no,
try
we-
well.
We should give a clap for him that he made an effort.
Yeah, soon he is going to be a very expert in
Yes.
TypeScript and Node, and earning in dollars.
Yes.
Inshallah, inshallah. Thank you.
Or maybe serving humanity. Maybe he's not
Yeah.
after money.
Inshallah.
Yeah,
inshallah.
maybe.
Okay. Now what we have to do is, I just have to show you one other library just to show you, and then we'll finish the class.
Okay. Sir, are you going to share your screen?
No, no, you are just go to Google.
Okay.
And type Ocliffe. Now this is a very beautiful CLI package. Please open it. Now, your homework and your project, which I'm going to document on the website in the next day or two, is going to be to create a command line interface using Ocliffe and of course NPM. And you're going to publish your package. That is going to be project number 2. And basically run a to-do app based command line to-do app. So therefore, what we are going to do is I'm going to document everything on the website. So therefore, project number 2 will be added there. And hopefully, you are going to do all. The tutorial is there, how to use it and all the rest of the stuff. That will be your project number 2.
Yeah. And while you, sir, they are going to provide you a documentation details, try to explore this library at least.
Okay. Anish?
Yeah.
Yes. What we are going to do is just revise what we did in today's class, and then we say goodbye to everyone.
Yeah. Before. Okay. I'll start from in reverse order because currently certain things already on my screen, so I will show you well. So first thing we did that we tried to develop a command line tool that can be used and that is designed using Node.js and TypeScript. The command line tool, as I hope, suppose that you can see my screen, that command line tools mean whenever I type Anis is a command and there is a certain arguments. I does not need to write anything like node or npm, nothing. I just typing the Anis and it start write an executable file. So this already done in the node environment, node ecosystem. For such things, I have to do certain things. One is I have created 2 folder. The first one is the lib, where I created a function just to make your a better understanding that how we can divide or organize our code into different files. So it would be easy for us to find required package and fix it without going to be in a very unorganized thing. So what we are going that there is a file, the TS file, and there is a function. You can create lot of function in the file, and then another file. This is another TypeScript file, and we are importing that function. I'm sorry, I made a mistake and I'm using that mistake here again. So I'm importing that thing from this file and storing this function's output. As you could remember, there is a return statement and there is a return output type. So what I am doing here is I am storing the output of this function into a variable, it's s, which type is s, and I am printing here. After that also I uses a process.argv. Process.argv is a built-in part of the node installation. So doesn't need to import, just reset process argv. Argv means arguments, which could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and a splice function, and I am saying that the third and the fourth one in data should be stored in an array, because AGR is a string, but it's going to store multiple values. So I have added two square bracket mentioning that this is AGR is not a scalar variable, it's a array variable, and I am here it's printing. So after that, when I just two steps less, first I have to compile index plus I have to compile lib. So both file I need to compile once I have created. So I've compiled both files, and then I have also created certain thing in the package .json. Here the norm is already mentioned. Starting version was 1.0.0, but we have done 2 time mistakes. So we have and published both mistakes. So we have to create or change the minor version number. So there are two things for our consideration. One thing is the main. We provide information that the main file that contain function is a libgrade.js, and the executable thing, we mentioned that if somebody type Anis on a command prompt in a Windows or Linux or Mac, run this command or this file. So whatever somebody type Anis, this command will start executing this. That's it. After that, we publish it, and after publishing, we install it, and after installing,
Of course, the person who will
Really?
be publishing it will be different from the person who will be using it.
yeah. So it means there's a two person. One is creating node package, and the other one is using the node package. Or in other word, in a development machine, we are developing node package and then publishing that node package to the npm repository, and on the user machine or in a office server or whatever you can say, the client machine, you just need to install this thing and let it run. So your all website, a web application, API application would start running as you need and want. If you have any question till this moment, the last thing which I have described or revised first, please let us know.
Any questions, please? I think you covered it, Anis, quite thoroughly. Now, what we are going to do is, for the next class, the good news is that we are going to start learning AWS Cloud. We are going to start learning serverless. But in order to do that, what we need is the AWS account. Anis, you have an AWS account?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we are going to start, because all AI, all IoT is going to be on the cloud. All APIs, everything in the cloud. Therefore, we are going to start learning AWS and CDK Cloud Development Kit from the next class. We are going to use TypeScript to build these infrastructure as code, and we are going to go from there. Your project 2 will be online soon, and see you guys in the next class. Anis, bye-bye, and everybody bye-bye. Khuda Hafiz.
Okay, thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.